is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi. Today's Tuesday, September 8th, and you should take the day off.
Oh, boy. You know what?
What?
I love the hip swivel that you
Thank
just did.
you.
I raised the roof for the first time in a few decades, and it did not feel right at all.
You look good raising the roof.
Thank
though.
you.
I'll say that about you.
I think it's my V-neck.
Yes.
I don't wear many V-necks.
On your body, though, the V-neck is just a normal...
it's a normal, because I don't have a neck. Yeah. It
So,
just looks more casual than normal
That's
for me.
right. It's Casual Tuesday here at the Bramble Jam Studios.
We took Labor Day off. We had the 3-day weekend. I hope you did too. Keep that party going.
4 days.
Take the fourth day off. Now's the time. Now's the day.
At what point is it reckless?
When you've lost your job.
Yeah.
Get to the point where you're fired and just take it, just back it off a bit.
Back it up just a little bit.
We're encouraging laziness.
That's exactly
at
right.
an epic level.
Welcome back, everybody. I know you missed us.
Oh,
I know
for sure.
you missed us.
This
is the longest. This is the longest you've been without
That's
us for a long time now.
That's right. So for the first time on a weekday since we started this podcast, you didn't have anywhere to turn.
We were 1 month into this show, 1 month and a week. And how are you feeling so far? Are you ready to start sleeping in again?
I'm getting there, but I still love a good 5 a.m. wake-up call. This morning we actually woke up at 3 and we did a little test run.
We did.
And then we got here at 5 a.m. to record. We don't really sleep that much, and that's okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then, last night we also we were hanging out with our friend Jamie.
That's right, Jamie. Yeah,
Jamie.
Who's Jamie?
Jamming on the one. Remember that one?
Yeah.
For the Cosby Show.
Oh, I remember.
Are we allowed to reference the Cosby Show?
We can call the Coffee Show.
I love the Coffee Show.
Hey, take the day off and let's reset for tomorrow. How about
that? No, okay. No. Today is the day.
Okay.
Welcome everybody. If you would like to listen to this show and all the shows completely ad free, no ads about like Boy Scouts or anything like that, you can join Bramble Jam Plus. That's BrambleJamPlus.com. C-O-M. And you can get all the
spelling that wrong?
Some people were saying con. I was like, is this a Bramble Jam con?
We bought Bramble Jam Podcast, BrambleJamPodcast.con, and it was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Worst money we've ever spent.
Yeah.
So give us more money. So we can make those mistakes again.
That's right. We're learning, though, and that's the important thing. And then last but not least, if you the most important reason to join Bramble Jam Plus is you get to answer the question of the day.
Question of the day.
And it's just great. I think it's just great.
We have so many answers now, it's tough to scour through to read them all. And so your chances of being heard are a little bit less, but your chances of answering are way higher if you join Bramble Jam Plus.
That's right. And by way higher, we mean by 100%.
That's right.
Hey, what if I told you that today was Telephone Tuesday?
No.
It is Telephone Tuesday, everybody.
I don't know if that's a real thing. I do, but I don't. But I also think it doesn't matter. You should take the day off.
That's right. If you're not taking a day off for Telephone Tuesday, I don't know what you're doing. It's Telephone Tuesday, y'all.
Right. Yeah.
Telephone Tuesday doesn't sound necessarily like a holiday. It just sounds like, Telephone Tuesday. But when you hear about Telephone Tuesday, which my friend Dana is about to do in just a second, then you're going to be just blown away at the intricacies.
That's not a word.
Of Telephone Tuesday.
Intricacies. Yes.
Of Telephone Tuesday. Both of those. Intricacies and intricacies. Telephone Tuesday, you're going to be blown away. And when we were driving this morning at 3 a.m. doing a test run, you were telling me, you were like, hey, can I tell you about Telephone Tuesday? And I was like, no. Hey, hold it. Hold it right there, mister. Hold it. We're going to do it on the pod. And now's the pod time. So it's time to find out about Telephone Tuesday. Dan, tell everybody about it.
Hello. Yeah, you hear that? How that echoed?
I sure did. Do it one more time.
Hello. So caves echo. And what you might not know is that one of the more famous spelunkers of all time is Jim Spelunk. And Jim Spelunk would spelunk caves in Wyoming. There's a lot of caves in Wyoming, and he would go spelunking in caves. And what bothered him about the spelunking process was the echo. Now, can you fix an echo in a cave? No, you cannot. It's pretty much there for life. However, what Jim found to be a good answer is for him to create a cell phone that would get a reception in a cave. Now, it's very hard to do. The cell phone towers, the miles of rock above you make it very, very difficult. But Jim Spelunk stopped spelunking in caves. This is 1992, and he spends all of his money, he's a billionaire, he spends all of his money designing a phone that will get cell signal in a cave so he doesn't have to yell at people, and he gets rid of the echo. He creates that phone. He calls it the Spelunk 2000. It retailed at $17,000. He sold 3 phones to his spelunking friends. In honor of the invention, which happened on a Tuesday, he created in January of 1993 Telephone Tuesday, moved it to September when the weather was a little warmer and caving was more in season. That's how we get Telephone Tuesday.
Okay. I did find something else. And
Jim Spelunk?
Maybe it's a both and situation. I want you to do me a favor.
Hello.
I want you to do me a favor.
Please do.
I want you to picture yourself coming into the office on a Tuesday after having Monday off, Labor Day.
That's right.
And you look at your phone only to find that the voicemail is just bursting. So many voicemails. Are you overwhelmed? Don't be. That's what Telephone Tuesday is all about, people.
What?
Telephone Tuesday is officially a day notoriously for more phone calls than normal. Okay? You're going to be, this is true. You're going to be.
No.
You are going to.
This is fake.
No.
Jim Spelunk's real. I'm convinced.
The Monday after Labor Day.
The Tuesday after Labor Day.
The Tuesday after Labor Day
was the 14th.
the Tuesday after Labor Day is called Telephone Tuesday because it is, there's a clear spike in telephone calls from businesses to people. And because of that, you need to take the day off to receive all of those phone calls.
Why?
You're going to be getting a lot of phone calls today from businesses getting caught up because the phones were unmanned for a long weekend.
Nobody could make a phone call.
No one could make a phone call. And so Tuesday, the day that those people make all those phone calls.
This is not true.
I promise you, that's the origin of Telephone Tuesday.
Jim Spelunk.
No.
Here's my thing: this is not the only Monday holiday we have.
It's not
Memorial Day,
but it's like it's summertime, etc.
It's still summertime.
There's something about today where you see a spike in phone calls. That's the
point. Do you
point.
have any statistics to prove a spike in phone calls?
Yes, the telephone company said it.
The telephone company?
Telephones are us. They said it. I don't know what you want me to say.
Listen, it doesn't have to be a real holiday, guys. I think we've proved that before. It's Telephone Tuesday. Make it what you want. This Telephone Tuesday, you're probably going to be receiving a lot of texts from the political campaigns that you've donated to, and that's unfortunate. But you need the time to take those and read them.
The point
carefully.
is what the legitimacy of Telephone Tuesday, while maybe a question mark, the point is take the day off to take any call or text that you might have, because studies do show that there may or may not be more on this day than other days. That's all we're saying. Yes.
I'm going to monitor it myself.
Yes. I want you to see.
It's only 5 a.m.
I want you to make a note. Maybe you can do a little, let everybody know on the social media. Did you get more calls today than last Thursday?
Last Tuesday.
That'd
be a Tuesday comparison.
Tuesday comparison for this.
Thursday's a big call day for me.
Thursday is a big call day.
Big call day for Bramblejay.
Hey, do you know who made the phone?
Jim Spelunk.
Yes. What do you think about Alexander Graham Bell? Is he overrated?
So overrated.
Do you think he's a real person?
No. He's a ghost.
He's a ghost. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with the question of the day, which was, what was your first cell phone? What was your first cell phone?
This is going to be a trip down memory lane.
It sure is. We're going to get to all those fun phones here in just a second. But first, we're going to take a quick break. Bye-bye now. Okay.
All right.
I guess we'll come back.
Yeah. Why not?
Thank you guys so much for listening and for coming back to this here podcast. It's a joy to be here. And you might have just heard some ads. And my question is why?
Because you were not on Bramble Jam Plus.
That's exactly right. Now is the time. Don't delay. You're going to come back for tomorrow for another day. Take the day off, and you don't want to get those ads.
Don't delay. You're going to come back for another day.
Let me ask you this, Dan. What was your first cell phone? Do you remember?
My first cell phone was a Nokia cell phone. It was blue.
Okay.
It was in the year 2000 or 2001.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I got it my senior year of high school, I believe, maybe my junior year of high school. My brother and I got cell phones at the same time, and he was in college and I was in high school. Still, it had one game. It was Snake, where you could.
I love Snake. I love Snake.
Text messages were not included. It was purely to make phone calls.
Sure.
That was all that it did. It was wild when I got to college. You wouldn't take your phone with you everywhere that you went. You would only take it if you thought you would need it. So it was a different world back then. What about you, Brandon? You're a baby.
I am a baby. I did get my first.
Did you have your first phone? When I'm more interested in the age you were when you got your first cell phone. Like, how old were you? Middle school, high school, college?
I think I was a freshman in high school.
Freshman in high school.
Yes, in 2006.
Okay, right before the iPhone comes out.
Yes, and my first phone was a little slider boy. It was a slider.
I had a slider.
So it was right out. It was the first thing to come really since the flip. There was the flip,
and
then the slide. And so it was a red slider. I don't remember
the sideways with the full type, full QWERTY?
No, it was not the full QWERTY. I got a full QWERTY, the following phone.
And the full QWERTYs were nice.
This was just a slide, still T9.
Dude, T9 Word was my jam. Dude, I could rock T9.
I could get it done. No games on it. But I do remember early on when you had the family plan, and there's a time that I think parents across the world had to come to terms with the fact that you had to get unlimited texting.
Yes, you had to. There's no way around it.
And it happened all of a sudden. Yeah. The text messaging bang. And I remember just a few months of my dad giving a talk to all of us and being like, boys, we can't do all this texting.
Yeah.
We don't have the unlimited texting. We're like, Dad, just do the unlimited texting. Just do it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we're not doing it. And finally he caved. It was only, a few months of hundreds of dollars.
My wife and I got, when we got married, this first cell phone plan we did not have unlimited texting on it in 2006. And it was like, we get the bill in the mail and it was like, what just happened? And then cell phone carriers would try to make different ways. Like I remember Suncom. You remember Suncom?
I don't know.
Who'd
they get bought up by?
I think AT&T.
Okay.
But Suncom had the Unplan, which was a flat fee, unlimited talk and text, as long as you were in your area. So like as soon as you left and went roaming, as soon as you left like Greenville or whatever, then they charged you just up the wazoo. And then the first smartphones came out and they didn't let you have free data. Like downloading apps cost money. Mm-hmm. And like people with iPhones were getting bills in like boxes. Mm-hmm. It was nuts. Mm-hmm. Crazy. What was your first smartphone?
It was an iPhone. Yeah. It was I think it might have been. I think it was maybe second. I remember you being envious of the people at the school with the iPhones, and so my dad was like very emphatic. No smartphones, and this was for a while. And I ended up.
Do you think the government was out to get you?
No, he just thought like, you don't need all this stuff.
Yeah, it's
basically.
A computer. Why do you need it?
You don't need it. And so I didn't get my own. I don't think I got my first smartphone. I left the plan.
Oh wow! I didn't get my first smartphone until 2012.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it was an iPhone, but I do remember being envious, and I bought an iPod Touch. From a friend for
so you
cheap.
Could iMessage.
So that I looked like I had an iPhone, but I didn't.
That's what's important.
Yeah, it is. It's all about the look. A lot of people had the Nokias.
A lot of people had the Nokias. A lot of people had the Motorola StarTAC, which is a phone that I make fun of on a regular basis, but I make fun of it because the name sounds old and just it sounds like an antique. It sounds like a phone that they thought would be futuristic in 1970.
You know, the Razor. Remember the Razor?
Yeah.
The Razor is making a comeback.
It is.
It's still a flip, but it flips open, bigger screen, and it's a smartphone. So it's like, you know, there is something satisfying about
flipping
about being like, no, you get it, bam.
One of my favorite,
you know what I mean?
One of my favorite things about the flip phones was the fact that I didn't have to find the button to end the call. I could just flip the phone closed, and to answer the phone, I just flip it open. There was something about that was easier, especially while driving, than actually going and trying to dial the number. Now, don't get me wrong. I can just talk to Google now, and that's way easier.
Yeah, Google shut it down. A lot of people are saying they had they had Virgin Mobile. Who did Virgin Mobile get bought up by?
Virgin Mobile's still a thing.
Is it really?
Yeah. Virgin Mobile.
Wow. God bless them.
Yeah,
God
no
bless
kidding.
them.
Yeah, a lot of pre-Razor Motorola, because Motorola Razor changed the game.
Yeah.
But the StarTAC was like the precursor of that. But then we've got some that, like Alonzo, I held out for a long time, but was forced to get one sometime around 2003. The no-flip Motorola, and you had to click the numbers to get to letters. Boy, that sounds.
Did you know that as of at least a couple years ago, Chris Nolan still didn't have a cell phone?
Yeah, Chris Nolan's not. He
and
wears
no
the same
email.
suit every day.
No email. Yeah. No cell phone.
You know, Bill Murray. Do you know about Bill Murray?
I do know
the
about
only
Bill
way
Murray.
to get in touch with him is like an 800 number.
Yeah.
And you leave him messages on the 800 number, and his like lawyer checks it. And
and someone like pitched him a movie, and
it was St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, and it ended up being.
They picked him up in a limo and drove around for 2 hours, then dropped him back off. That's crazy town.
What a guy. Jennifer says that when she was 16, her dad got her a bag phone for the car that plugged into the cigarette lighter. So
you were rich. You were a rich family. If you had one of those, that's how we knew. Like growing up, I was like, if you had one of those, like, oh boy. Yeah. That's next level.
She also says she's talking about the cigarette lighter. She used the cigarette lighters to burn the little plastic tag holders off new clothes. Did she steal the clothes?
Were you stealing clothes?
Were you stealing clothes, Jennifer?
Boy, Jennifer,
or was there a time when they didn't take those off? How were you supposed to get them off? I think she stole clothes.
Man.
She stole clothes. Yeah. What was the first, like games? I think there's something simple about Snake, Dan, that made it the perfect phone game.
But you know what's the thing about Snake is it would run your battery down.
Oh yeah.
Like of all the, like talk about an antiquated piece of equipment where Snake in just black and white, not a color screen phone, runs your battery down. Like I'd love to play Snake right now, but I've only got 25% left of my battery. I can't afford it. I can't afford to do it. I may have to make a phone call or something. That's the crazy part about Snake, but it was perfect for the phone. You could get lost in a world of Snake.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the day to where, now it's just a given that you get unlimited talk and text, right?
Yeah.
I look forward to the day where it's just a given that you get unlimited data. Like, what are we doing here, guys?
Why do unlimited data? The internet is so dumb.
In America, it's awful.
America, the internet is unlimited.
We're
not limited.
We live in the best country in the world, and yet we continue. We are years behind on internet speed.
Yes,
from people around the world
trying to make $1 by throttling everybody's internet.
It's ridiculous.
It's so dude. You know that every cell phone, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, all have different unlimited data plans. What does unlimited mean? That didn't mean unlimited.
Doesn't mean unlimited.
No, I just don't understand it. This is ridiculous.
We're doing more and more on our phones. Right. You listen.
Jim Spelunk would be pissed.
Hey, big box boys.
Big box boys.
We're doing more and more on our phones. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop nickel and diming us. If you can't handle the power, get off the power police. I need to work on the end. I lost it a little bit. We did it, everybody. We're going to be back tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. And tomorrow's question of the day, are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
I think the things are going to get a little heated here. It is what is the best frozen dinner?
Ooh.
The best TV dinner, you might have called it growing up. What is the best frozen dinner out there that you have ever had? We're going to get to that. Don't you worry. But until then, join the things. Follow us on the social medias.
Leave us a review.
And we'll be back tomorrow. Take the day off, everybody. Have a good one. The Palahaku. I'm so sorry, the Palahaku. Here we go.
The things of this world, they glimmer and shine like jewels. Tempting, but they rot. Have a great day.
I don't know what he's talking about. Take the day off. Take the day off. It's a podcast. It's on this Bramble Jam space. You can go to the .com.
You're fine. Just so we're done. We're done.
Twitter.
Get out of here.